Okay. So PT life cycle, we have the POC, proof of concept, and non-functional requirement, and test plan, and test workload model, and test data preparation, and scripting, recording, and enhancements, and test design scenario, and test execution, result analysis, and reporting and recommendation, and risk and mitigation. So we know for the where we can do for the script recording and enhancements. Using the virtual user generator, we can record the script, and after that we can do for us any enhancements we can do, right? So where we can do in virtual user generator. And design the scenario. Design the scenario means what we need to do. We want to execute with the number of users, like 10 users or 50 or multiple user point of view. You are designing the scenario. So that is in the design scenario. Execution means once design is completed, you need to start, click on start button. So that is the where we can do these two steps in controller we can do. And going to the result analysis. Once test is completed, you need to analyze the results, like each and every transaction response time. What is the average response time? You need to analyze the results. That is where results analysis where we can do. We need to analyze the using the analyzer tool. Maybe you find the results, then you are getting for the results good, then what we need to do, we send to the report, and we need to give for the some recommendations. Okay, we are executed test, and test is went good, and so CPU memory also very good, so we need to give for the some reporting recommendation. Maybe risk and mitigations. Maybe your test went not good, maybe you are getting for the transaction response time will be more than 2 seconds. So then what will happen? So means you need to find the issue. What is the issue? Maybe it could be CPU memory utilization issue. Maybe it is application side issue, or maybe any server side issue. So you need to find the issue. So those will be coming to the risk and mitigation stage. It's clear for these points, everyone?
PT life cycle means performance testing lifestyle.
Performance testing life cycle.
Life cycle.
So
and it, sir, ఇది రెస్పాన్స్ టైమ్ 1 సెకండ్ or 2 seconds మనం పెట్టుకుంటాం కదా ఒక ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ, ఇది ఎట్లా మనకి ఎలా తెలుస్తుంది ఎంత ఉండాలి అన్నది? అంటే ఇది బై డిఫాల్ట్
actually we need to gather from the client those details.
Okay.
What is the transaction means? We can call it as SLA. Already I told it, SLA nothing but service level agreement. Means each and every transaction, what is the our SLA? We need to ask for the client.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now I will coming to the first point, POC. So it is a new project. Means we don't know which tool we need to use, which protocol we can use, and what is the application, and what is the application architecture, and we don't know anything. So then, but client is asking to do the project for the performance testing. So at that time, we need to do for the one proof of concept. Like we should understand the business flow architecture, and we should understand the business flow of the application, and we should understand that which tool supposed to use. It could be load runner, it could be Neoload, it could be JMeter. You should be understand the which tool is supposed to buy, and we should be which protocol we need to use, web protocol or any protocol we need to use. You need to understand. And so for example, you are doing for the one new script, then you identify the application architecture, you understand it, and after that business flow also you understand it. Then you are thinking it as a I can use for the load runner. Okay, so you are recorded with the simple business scenario, like some launch login and just one or two actions, like maybe after that click on some button and log out. So is recorded in the through user, and after that is executed with the minimal users, like 5 to 10 users. Then he will get for the report, like each and every transaction. We are actually using for the load runner tool. Protocol will be web protocol, and I executed with the minimal users. I got for the, these are the report. Then client will be see the, okay, through load runner is executed. Okay, transaction response time, everything is good. Then you can start proceeding with the project performance testing with this. So this is called a POC. Means we need to give for the one proof of concept. Understand everyone? So that is the proof of concept. Means we need to give for the client, okay, which tool we supposed to use, which protocol we supposed to use, and assume to the what is the business flow understanding, and application architecture understanding, and we need to record the simple business scenario and report to the client. Then based on the client should understand the which protocol supposed to use, which protocol we need to use, and which tool we supposed to use. Based on that, he can understand and we can start our performance testing. Once he good for the results, that is the POC. So going to the second point, non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements, nothing but, for example, we need to make the one car. So what are the requirements we need? We need make the car. So what are the requirements we need? We need wheels, we need steering, and we need what are the we need gear, and we need for the brake and glasses and the body. So these all will be coming from the requirements for that car. Is it correct or not?
Yes.
Same way, our performance testing point of view also, we have the some non-functional requirements will be there. What are there means critical business transaction. What is the CBT? Nothing but critical business transaction. So what is the critical business transaction means? Which pages are mostly accessing the users? Those are we can consider as a critical business transactions. See, launch will be there. Everyone will do, right? And login is there. Everyone will do. But comment and like will be there. Everyone will do. Very less, right?
No.
So means those will be you can't consider as a critical business transactions. So that is why what we need to ask. For example, we are doing for the Facebook application. We need to ask for the client. So what are the critical business scenarios in our application? You need to gather from the client what are the critical business transactions and what is the average response time of each and every transaction. So SLA, I told right SLA, what is the average response time of each and every transaction response time? What is the SLA? And going to the peak hours or peak hours. So what is the peak hours or peak hours means? See, for example, Facebook application will be there. So this the morning hours will be load will be more or very less? Morning hours. So example morning 7 to up to 9 or 10 o'clock. Its user load will be more or less?
Less.
Less only, right? Because morning will be some people only they will see. But so means those hours we can call it as a off peak hours. So you can observe after 5 o'clock, evening 5 o'clock, everyone is coming to the office, everyone coming to the college schools, and everyone will be using Facebook. So at that time, what will happen? User load will be more. So means those hours we can call it as a peak hours.
Peak hours.
So for example, banking application will be there. For example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be users will be customer will coming to the directly and they are coming very peak hours. Those will be. See after Thursday or Friday, you can see very less people is coming to the direct also. Means those hours we can call it as a off peak hours. Got it right? What is the peak hours? What is the off peak hours? And the next point.
Yes.
Which pages are mostly accessed the users? Like each pages means, for example, Facebook application only is there. So upload video, download video means these pages and after that charting. So these pages will be mostly users will be accessed. So what are the pages? It is mostly accessing the users. We need to ask from the client in our application. What are the mostly accessed users for the which pages are mostly accessing the users? And apart from this, we have to gather from the OS level threshold statistics like CPU and memory utilization. So what is the CPU and what is the memory utilization of your application? What is the configuration details? What is the CPU you are using? What is the memory using? So these all details we can gather from the client. Got it? So what are the details we need to gather from the client? Non-functional requirements. Murthy?
Yes.
What are the
Critical business
non-functional? Yes, critical business transactions.
average response time, that is
Oh.
SLA.
Okay.
peak hours and half peak hours.
Okay.
And apart from this, we also need to check with the mostly the what the users will be accessing,
Okay.
and also the CPU and memory utilization, like how much this application will
Yes.
be taking the CPU and memory.
So means you need to start your performance testing means you need to gather these all details. Means these all things, okay, client will provide. So, okay, these are the critical business transaction. This is the each and every transaction SLA, and this is the peak hour, this is our peak hours, and mostly users accessing these pages and CPU this much a memory. So everything he will provide. Then it is good. Maybe sometimes what will happen means client also doesn't know application. Means you don't know what is the CBDC, you don't know what is the response time, what is the peak hours, what are the which pages are mostly accessed users, and what is the CPU and memory also you don't know. Then we need to follow the some process. We have the 3 steps will be there. Client doesn't know application, and application is production. And second one is client doesn't know application, and application not in production. And third one, client doesn't know application, means client don't know anything, but application not in production and no competitor. So using these 3 cases, we can gather for our non-functional requirements. When means client will be don't know anything. If client will everything is provided, no need to come to this step. Maybe it's a very new project, client also don't know. Then we need to divide it for the 3 cases. First will be client doesn't know application. Application is production. Production means what is the production? So means application will be live. Means application will be everyone using, and application is working fine for the everyone using for the through browsers. Everyone using for the outside. Means application is production is there. So at that time, how we need to find our non-functional requirements like so. Using for the production logs, we have some production logs will be there. We can take for those production logs or using for the site enacle tool. We need to find for the our non-functional requirements like what is the critical business transactions, what is the average response time, and what is the peak hours, off peak hours, and these all things we need to gather from them. And asymptote, you need to take for the historical data of the last 1 year, and you need to analyze these all things. Got it? So I'm stopping for today up to this, and tomorrow I continue for these 3 steps also up to test data. Okay, but I think I shared in group material or not. I think I didn't share, right?
Yes.
No.
So I will share, and you can go through the what is the performance testing, and same to the what are the tools in market, and what is the components, and what is the LR load runner architecture, and what is the PT life cycle, and
Could you
same to
please
the
share this load runner architecture? Because you were saying something, no? I didn't have it. You wrote down some pattern there, no?
yeah.
Could you please share?
That will be also there in our material.
Okay.
Okay.
And even the definitions like what is controller, what is load generator, in the form of
Everything will be there in that material. I will share today. Okay, you can go through that. Okay,
Okay.
I will share it today for our group. Okay, everyone take it, and everyone will be interview point of view ready. So these things will be only interview point of only up to this, because this will be brand new project, means very new project is came, but there is no for the client also don't know anything, and which tool is don't know, means we can do for these things. So as of now my career I'm not done for the up to this now. Just interview point of they will ask questions, but client doesn't know, then what is your approach? So that is why point of I am covering for this also. Okay, so that is why you also go through that material, and you need to understand for the what is the what. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining. We'll meet for the tomorrow also same time. And okay, if you have any doubts, you can ping me in our group. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining everyone. We'll meet for tomorrow. Bye.